Week 15 of the National Football League. And we've got the Vikings' rocket-armed quarterback, as he's moved past 3,000 yards passing for the year and looking for more. It's the Vikings and the Packers on EA Sports.
Now we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. It's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
Here's the former Florida Gator Eddie Pinheiro to get us started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 12. And it was the Vikings who won that one on the road, so they'll look for the sweep here in Minneapolis. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. This defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Vikings hit 12-1 now to start play, and I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now, because to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way, because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so they can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 28. 23 yards to pick up there.
Nice play action right there. If you give his linebackers a freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Holding, offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the play. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. McCarthy. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jameson Williams with career touchdown number 75. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So now it's the Packers' turn to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, it's the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Now a first down throw, gone. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
And there was some of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On first down, gone. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Another try after the first down sack. Goff. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy is covering him. He's usually pretty good too, so the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
That's complete. It's a
many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone can go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
Already a pair of third-down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third-down try. Goff now to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they got there. Chase Young in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He hit on all 6 of his passes on that opening drive, including the final throw for a touchdown. As his guys start here 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Taylor. And down he'll go at the 25. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Four yards remain for 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Well, he's a diminutive receiver, Charles. Not a ton of size, but still able to bring that in against double coverage.
I think that's a great job by him of understanding angles, because you mentioned his size. He's not going to go over the top of someone or body someone out of the way. He's got to make sure he creates enough space for himself, getting people into the wrong spot on defense, moving them with his body, and then showing his numbers to the quarterback to be able.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Jonathan Taylor, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides played at optimum level.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, will just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The offense trots back out, ready for this next drive, and there's the running back, Cam Akers.
A 1,000-yard campaign in his sights, Charles, but needs a little bit of a kick here down the stretch to reach it.
And sometimes at this stage of the season, you're looking for that extra goal, right? That extra motivation to accomplish what you want, not just as a team, but as individuals. He's got to stretch a little bit to get there. That might be what they're talking about during the practice sessions, in their meetings. Hey, we can still get this done. Let's go ahead and feed him the ball.
And the offensive line, I'm sure they're well aware of where he stands as well.
They are, and I think for them, it would be an even better accomplishment to get there now, because it seems like a little bit of a reach.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Gone.
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And that gets back some of what they needed, but they're still stuck here with a 3rd and 13. So we come upon halftime with our score 4.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Well, the Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
50 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Gone. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
25 yards there on the catch and run. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Goff.
Gets this to Campbell out on the right side.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big play that time on the catch and run. 33 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Ryan Knoll,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Packers have cut it back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag.
Foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Off play action. McCarthy. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Off the play fake. McCarthy flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
He's going to pick up the Vikings first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the game. Off play action. McCarthy. That is taken in by the tight end, Fant. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Off the play fake. McCarthy. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Goff to the right side, and he's got more complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. On first down, it's gone. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Chase Young getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. To try again after the sack. Goff got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Titus Howard, right tackle, the man flagged for that one. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Goff now looking to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Christian Harris there finding his way home to record the sack. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Vikings offense making their way back out. And let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. Off play action. McCarthy. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down. Off the play fake. McCarthy, he's airing it out for Williams. And this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Off-play action. McCarthy escaping the pressure right. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he goes down. Getting this inside the 25. And goes for 24 yards.
These guys are not hiding what their intention is. They're actually showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. You've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Back to throw. McCarthy. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jonathan Taylor, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Vikings add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. So Jared Goff in the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. 1:47 on the clock. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Now Goff on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And now both of these defenses have something to brag about following this one, each with a pick-6 today.
They are even there, but we've started to decide a winner, don't we, partner? And what they really want to brag about after this one is getting that W. The turnovers are great. Can they make plays now that tip the balance in their favor?
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Meanwhile, Goff's throw into the hands of Hooper.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. throw here to his running back.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now it's gone. Got an open man. That's Campbell. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the draw, here's White. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Off play action to Akers. Here's Goff. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. So a big return there, Charles, on what was a pretty dangerous throw to the outside.
It sure was, Brandon. That's the risk you run on a throw like this. If it's intercepted, a lot of times this is a pick 6. So good hustle to get back and get him down, but boy, that's a throw you've really got to be sure of if you're going to work the perimeter of the field.
He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle, complete. It's Taylor. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Looking to throw. McCarthy. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown! Alvaro from 40 yards out. And the Vikings are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stopped us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
So that drive, 4 plays. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. One last throw here for Goff. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.